have you tried, have you thought about stem cells? I was like, no, I actually, like, I've only heard of it through the news. But I was struggling with controlling my emotions, hypervigilance. One of the big things was headaches that would turn into vertigo. And I was working for a nonprofit helping veterans at the time. And one of the worst things that was happening was I'd be driving a client and I would get a headache that would turn into vertigo and I would have to pull over and it would become an emergency. And that was more than, it was humiliating and debilitating at the same time.
Of
Um,
course.
on top of that, I'd been taking SSRIs, antidepressants, for over 10 years, trying to treat PTSD as excessively as possible. Not even thinking that, this was a TBI that was going undiagnosed. So, and after talking to Josh Lindstrom through the Blastology Foundation, he had me meet with you, and a lot of all the symptoms I was having, he was having, it was really aligning with the symptoms of TBIs.
It's pretty consistent. For people that don't realize
Right.
this, you have to put yourself in someone else's place and, think of being in a vehicle, and the vehicle may be a little stronger than a regular car, but a bomb that's supposed to blow up large trucks for Humvees and otherwise is just going to create so much damage. And, the explosion and the implosion and the rattling of your brain inside your skull and back and forth is an overwhelming damage to those cells in your brain that make the rest of your body work. So it's a really severe scenario. People don't see this because there are no real videos of, a vehicle getting blown up, and then right there and then what happens to these gentlemen. People just don't have an understanding of it.
Yeah, and the VA especially was just pushing SSRIs, and more medication. And after years of taking these antidepressants and SSRIs, I quite literally wanted to keep putting a gun in my mouth. And when the stem cell thing came across, I absolutely jumped on it. I was like, I'll do anything to not feel like the way I was feeling. So it was Josh Lindstrom with the Blastology Foundation who convinced me to give this a shot, meet with you, and here we are today.
Wonderful.